Good evening and welcome. Before I start, I feel that I need to acknowledge the fact that the term valedictorian comes from the Latin word vale, meaning goodbye. This Latin root fits its custom today as the salutatorian speaks first and the valedictorian speaks second. Also, I want to thank my parents. Without their love and support, I know I wouldn't be standing here. Another thank you goes to all of my teachers. Every day I had in class with you has helped to shape my understanding of the world around me, and for this broadened perspective, I thank you. I was introduced a while back to a poem by Linda Ellis, titled The Dash. In the poem, the speaker talks about the 2 dates on your tombstone and how there is a hyphen in between them. The dash represents the time you spent alive, everything you did and the impact you had on the world you left behind. The poem concludes with the lines, "So when your eulogy is being reread, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash?" At the time, I wanted desperately to attend the United States Naval Academy. In my mind, that was how I was going to make the dash on my tombstone count for something. Although I had my doubts at times, it was the main goal I was working at throughout these past 4 years. I visited the school and talked to the midshipmen and the teachers there. I based my high school course load on their requirements. A good part of the past summer, I spent working on the application and nomination process. I didn't get in. This experience was far from a waste, though. It taught me 2 things. First, I learned that it is better to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. Through the sports I played, the clubs I joined, the courses I took in order to prepare myself for the academy, I prepared myself for other opportunities. The courses I took and the work I put into my grades got me to where I am standing today. It got me a full ride to Rowan University and a spot on their swim team. I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging, that isn't who I am. But what I'm trying to say is that everything you choose to work towards will have some payoff in the end. It isn't ever done in vain. In looking back and seeing the outcome of my work, I also learned to trust that God has a plan. It may not be what you want or what you think you're working for, but He does have a plan. At the time of my rejection from the Naval Academy, I was crushed. I couldn't see anything past my failure. It was incredibly hard for me to believe that God was at work in my rejection. I knew that the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11, the Lord says, "I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and plans not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." To me, rejection sure did seem like harm. It was only with the reassurance of my friends and family that I came to understand that God's plan is perfect, and if I trust in Him, everything can and will work out the way He intended. Through that time, I came to know that putting my faith and trust in the Lord will make the dash on my tombstone count for something. I do not know what that something is, but I do know that I will enjoy the journey I'm on as God leads me to it. Cumberland Regional Class of 2013, I hope to leave you with this. First, in anything you do it with passion and consideration, because when you are presented with an opportunity, you're prepared to take it. Second, understand that no matter your talents, they all have a place. Mechanics, doctors, plumbers, and chemists all have an important place in society. Lastly, enjoy where life takes you. Know that God has a plan to make your dash count, and that you can get through anything with Him. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2013.